2, 1. Ready, go!
Hey Aussie Gamers, welcome to the Aussie Gamers Express video game podcast. The podcast created in the Southern Hemisphere where the internet is slow and the prices are as high as the temperature. Here are your hosts, Lucas and Red. This is episode 155 and today is Friday the 16th of December 2016 and I am your host, Lucas, and here with me is my co-host and very good friend, Red. How are you, Red?
Bam!
Oh, hashtag! Man, bro!
Bam! Yeah, woo! We made it to the end of another year. This is going to be my third. This is going to be my third Christmas break.
Your third final show for the year. I think we've decided to keep you on. I think your probation period's finished, bro. Longest probation period ever.
Yeah. I am a bit of a prick, though.
Nah, you're lovely. You are very lovely. Anyway, before we start, here is this week's show in preview. Not forgetting that this is the very last podcast for 2016. So after this one, you get nothing until next year. So, first up, we'll have video game discussion, then we'll do video game news, and in this week's news, Red has for us 17 years later and still supported. Whatever that's about, we will find out. Then we'll have For Honor's single-player requirements, and then Super Mario Run details. That's really cool. I signed up to get an announcement when that was released. Didn't get it. Then we will do... yeah, thanks, Nintendo. We will have a Game of the Year special segment where we will run off our top fives of different categories and a specific one noted by one of our community. We'll get to that later. Then we'll do What's That Sound? We've got something special in line for What's That Sound? And then Red Shout. And then Last Words. So, first up, video game discussion. Red?
Oh, wow. If it hasn't got a gun, I haven't been playing it.
Oh, so no Wanda.
Nah.
Huh, that's a shame.
Nah. Too much walking for Red. Well, in no particular order, I've had a lot of fun this week so far. Playing Call of Duty Infinite Warfare with my brother. That's been very cool, except for the fact there was like a worldwide fucking crash with an error report after a 2 gig-ish update. Not yesterday, the day before, so that'd be Wednesday.
They break it when they update.
Yeah, it fucking broke, and I had to dig the depths of Reddit to find it was going on.
All right, no good.
So that was fun. Oh, we got a you know how some games like the Division does it. They give you an error code, a code name. They used to give you like orangutan and bamboo and baboon and shit.
And I got one that was called fucked. No, I didn't. Keep going. Sorry.
I was about to go real R-rated Australian then, but no, we've got to maintain composure. The end of the year's not yet.
I almost did too. That's why I hesitated. Anyway, we've got an error code. And a lot of people are going like, pull your bloody power cord out for 5 minutes, leave it out, and as soon as it loads up, go to the store. And that made a whole lot of sense that it'd work going to the store, because Activision want your money. But nah, that never worked. And then they said first, it just kept crashing. I'm not sure if you're intimate with Infinite Warfare. I know Black Ops 3 done it a little bit. You know, you get your standard updates, like your patches that are update via the PlayStation or via the Microsoft networks. Yes.
And then sometimes you'd load the game and it'll say downloading update, and it'd be like a small title update.
Yeah.
Where like little hot whatnot. So that's where it got stuck. So we done a 2 gig update via the Microsoft. Yes, I was playing on the Xbox via the Microsoft servers and whatnot. And then when we launched the game, it said, there's an update required download, so you've got to quit to the main menu, and then you go back into it, and you're just in the same spot you were, but then it goes downloading update, and you get a couple of seconds into it, and then crash. And then you get an error report saying, Palano or Palano, or I don't know. I don't speak good English as it is. And it said, games restarted due to an error in update. And you go, okay, then it goes, requires an update. And you go, okay, then it goes, crash due to an error in update. And I'm like, fuck, so you just got stuck in this loop.
No good. Hang on a second.
So
Red.
that was a bit of a bitch.
Hang on, dude. It's getting bad. You're Skyping.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it's cutting out like every couple of seconds. Alright, so what would the last show of the year be without a technical difficulty? Sorry about that, everyone. Red, continue. I think you were saying something along the lines of updates crashing with Xbox and Call of Duty Infinite Warfare.
In a nutshell, it was fucked.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, so I just got a looping error code, Palano, something like that. But I played it this morning, so that was okay. It's back up and running. I got a phone call from my brother at 7:30 this morning. Little did he know I didn't get to sleep till 5:30 this morning, and I'm like, what? And he goes, I'd really like to play a couple of games. And I'm like, yeah, about that. And he's like, yeah, and I'm like, me too. So I got up, took the kids to school, and then played a few games of Call of Duty this morning, so I can confirm that it is better.
Did you say you didn't get to bed till 5:30 this morning?
I was in bed, but I had just one of those nights, mate. I was up at 4:30 trying to have a shower, trying to calm myself down and relax because I was all pepped up for some reason.
Oh, couldn't sleep, right?
Yeah, couldn't sleep, so I binged watched Netflix.
I remember it wasn't too long ago, a couple of weeks ago, I had dramas going to sleep, and I realised that probably about half an hour before I decided to get off my ass and go to bed, I fucking had a coffee. No wonder it was fucking hard to go to sleep, you dickhead, Lucas.
That will do the trick.
Don't drink coffee as a nightcap. That's a dumb thing to do, that.
Yeah. Drink stiff alcohol.
Well, yeah, that'll do the trick. It'll be better than coffee anyway.
Yes. Also, this week we got I can confirm on the PlayStation that we got a 5 gigabyte update to Battlefield 1.
Yes.
There was a few bits and pieces with weapon balancing and primarily the sniper guns, but also a new map, free map.
I like free DLC. I like that trend. Keep that happening.
Yeah, look, there was a few things that wasn't overly newsworthy because there's more opinion pieces I ran into on the internet. They reckon the likes of Titanfall and this free DLC from EA, which is pretty big for them, and the likes of like For Honor, that's going to have free DLC as well. They reckon it's really going to hurt these season passes.
Yeah. Yeah, well.
Keep them honest.
I agree.
You know what I mean? So, yeah, I haven't checked that out, but I thought that was worthy of noting. Straying from the trend, I've probably spent about another 5 hours on Final Fantasy 15.
Oh, yeah? How's that going for you?
My blokes are all around level 20, and I haven't left the first area, so red mode to the extreme.
I've still only played it for, I don't know, maybe an hour?
Yeah, I've spent probably 4 hours, 5 hours just collecting ingredients for different recipes.
Yeah. For what? For food?
Yeah.
You fucking chef.
Oh, I know, right? Old habits die hard. I played 2 more levels of Titanfall 2 campaign to see what all the fuss was about with all these Game of the Year nominations, and fair to say, it probably deserved it.
Damn, man, you've played more of a campaign than I have.
Rocket League, we got an update for Rocket League.
Okay.
So new cars and new stadium.
Oh, new stadium, nice.
Yeah, up and out of space. So that's pretty
okay.
cool. It's got like little Death Star lasers out on the outside of the arena, just shooting off into space. So that looks really cool.
Nice.
4K TV and Rocket League is a match made in heaven.
Yeah, I haven't really tried it on my 4K.
Yeah, because while I was talking to you, there's some people out there that probably know it a little bit better than me. But you said you've got cricket mode, and I said I've got soccer mode.
Yeah.
But from what I gather from what I've learnt from Weeksy, is that just ups the refresh rate, making everything brighter. That doesn't really go very well with the Xbox. Everything becomes too bright. Just to throw into a little bit of context for you, you probably have seen over the last couple of weeks when you booted up your Xbox, your main screen, it's got Frank West there on the right-hand side advertising Dead Rising 4.
Yes.
And he's got like shadows under his eyes and his stubble on his chin and everything like that. It just looks really, it's current generation graphics obviously, but it looks really good.
Yeah.
But with this high refresh rate on, his face just like glows like a Michael Bay movie, you know, all this lens flare and there's no shadowing, everything like that. So
Yeah.
I kind of use that as a yardstick to say, look, this mode doesn't need to be on the Xbox. So I instantly turned it off for the PlayStation, just thinking it would be exactly the same. But I flicked it over from the cricket the other night because I watched cricket with a higher refresh rate because we got the 9 HD and it's just absolutely beautiful to watch cricket on this TV. And I flicked it on for the PlayStation and it kind of just went bam, you know, no
Made
pun.
it pop. Made it look good.
Made it look fantastic. And leading on to what I've played a fair whack of this week also being The Division. The Division is really, really nice, but you put this high refresh rate on it, it's fucking nicer.
Okay.
So yeah, it's just probably just a little bit of a difference in the consoles where the Xbox is not susceptible to that high refresh rate where the PlayStation is. So just because it makes the Xbox brighter, it doesn't detract from the fact that the 4K makes the gaming experience on the box. It makes it better. It makes it great. I don't know where I was leading. I don't know whether it was a pro or a con in that conversation, in that statement there. But even though it doesn't utilise the higher refresh rate, it still makes everything look nice. So thoroughly impressed with that. So yeah, I've had a run around the Division, starting to make a build. I played a little bit of solo the other night when I was testing out a few of my net issues and somewhat upgrading speeds at different times of the day. So I thought I was trying a few things out on that and just having a bit of fun. Clash Royale got an update. I don't know if you've noticed.
No, I haven't.
It's a little bit prettier and just a few little things, a few little additions. Like, you know, when you go in and you collect your free chests and you kind of just tap away and collect everything and then you just move on to the next one.
Yeah.
When you get to the end of or open and you flip your last card, it then zooms out a little bit and gives you a detailed description of everything you just got.
Oh, that's good.
So you can just flick through it and then you go, oh, okay, yeah, got 26 of those, got 10 of those, got 4 of those, got 300 gold. Yeah, no worries, flick, next one. New game mode that's available via friendly battle for the next 4 days. And there's also, you remember those free entry tournaments that you get?
Yep.
Starts 3 hours from now and will still be going live when the what's this thing called? Podcast goes live. It'll still be going, but hopefully people are onto it now. So it's a new game mode and a new tournament. So basically there's 8 cards there. You pick what 4 you want and the other 4 go to the other person and vice versa. So you get to pick half your deck from a selection of 8, and so whether you choose to play attacking or you try and lump the other person with all the high costing cards or stuff like that, you know. So that starts in 2 hours from now for your benefit.
Yep.
So I'm looking forward to trying that out. And you can also play that game mode for the next 3 days as a friendly battle within your clan. So
Oh, yeah, nice.
Bit of fun there. A couple of new apps I've tried. Game of War that they've been flogging advertisement on. I've actually seen an ad for it on TV, of all things. Gay. I'm sure it's a great game. It's just not for me. It's basically just an upscaled Clash of Clans. You wait your time, spend your money, get your troops, make your defenses. Yeah, nah, not for Red.
Yeah.
Downloaded the Big Bash 2016, so the T20 cricket official app, and it's a game made by the same guys that do Don Bradman, so Big Ant Studios. And that's pretty cool. For cricket lovers, I really do suggest you check it out. It's free to download, free to play, licensed players, current lists, player lists, so that's a lot of fun. I've been finding myself sitting there playing that, so it's just basically a flick game and a timing game, as basically what cricket is. You got to time it and flick it in the right direction in order to hit it, so that's pretty cool. And the biggest game, well, the game I've spent the most time in this week other than Call of Duty, is Rainbow Six Siege.
Oh,
That
yep.
is cool again in my books, if you know what I mean. I'm really enjoying it. We had a good run last night, and I've had a run on my own a couple of nights ago, and on Tuesday night we had a run around as well with Nick and Jay, and yourself, Nick, Jason, you, Pig, or Chris McCormack, and Snoogans. So that's high up on the agenda again for this weekend, though. I'd like to take the chance now to congratulate again, as we already know, but probably a few listeners out there don't really know. Weeksy is expecting a baby in January.
Yeah, very soon.
Yeah, very soon. So his partner, his fiance, is having a baby shower tomorrow night. So Laura's mum's packed Zach's bag full of party food and sent him on his way. So he's going to come over here, and we're going to celebrate it together and
Oh, nice.
get a bit pissed.
Nice.
So big congratulations to Weeksy there. But
Yeah.
yeah, other than that, I haven't done too much. I haven't touched Skyrim for over a week and a bit, man.
No, me neither. I've had no time, Red.
You've been flat out. It's like I spent a little bit of time away just doing solo stuff, and then we get back into playing the Division together, which was really fun. I didn't mention that we all had a group of 4 game. You, Pat, Andrew, and I, or Roy Boy and Snoogans and I. And that was wicked, and you're like, oh, it's so wicked to be playing co-op games again, and they just gelled, and it was awesome. And then the next night we played Rainbow Six Siege, and then the night after that, and the night after that, and the night after that, you were fucking gone, man. Where's your dedication?
I've got to pay the bills somehow, eh? So yeah, I was gone, and I'm off for the weekend now, so we're playing some games, man.
Whoop, whoop.
Nice.
So yeah, you got anything to add?
I do. I've got some things that I've been playing now. I'm going to start off with Dead Rising 4. I touched on it last week, and I was telling you how the things you read some shitty reviews and everything they hated, I loved, and all that sort of stuff. Now, I've finished Dead Rising 4, and I've got a couple of complaints now.
Oh,
The game is missing a lot when you compare it to Dead Rising 3.
yeah.
And it's too fucking easy. I didn't die once throughout the whole game. And there are things like, in the previous games, there were the psychopaths.
Yeah.
And they were like larger than life, real crazy boss fights. And they would pop up throughout your playthrough, and you had a timer, and you had to... The timer was fairly long in Dead Rising 3, gave you plenty of time. But then that was how long that the psychopath was available for. If the timer expired, then they were gone. You couldn't, in that playthrough, you could no longer fight them. I really liked those encounters because the psychopaths in Dead Rising 3 were like real over-the-top characters. Like there was one character that was just a massive, obese, big, fatty, crazy woman who was in one of those mobility scooters. And,
yeah.
And you fought her in a restaurant. Because obviously...
Of course you did.
Yeah, so the idea of her was that the apocalypse kicked off. She took refuge in a restaurant, and she just ate herself to this massive beast. And you fight her, and she attacks you by driving over you in her mobility scooter. And there was another one who was like this crazy sex dungeon fiend, and he was wearing like bondage leathers and had this gun that was attached to his groin, which looked like a massive cock and balls, right? And
You know what that sounds a lot like?
What?
The 7 deadly sins. You've just reeled off gluttony and lust.
It probably is, dude.
Don't look in the box.
Yeah, that's it. I'm trying to think of some of the other ones, because there was one that was like a crazy, like, samurai dude who was in, like, the Chinese gardens that you would fight him. Can't think of what that would be. There was another one. I can't remember them all. But they were fun, and they were hard. Like, I died quite a few times doing these psychopath missions. And the psychopaths were in the previous games too, 1 and 2 and all that. There's no psychopaths in Dead Rising 4.
Oh, really?
There are things called maniacs.
Yep.
Which are like watered down mini bosses. You know, like when you're playing like an open world game and you run into your regular enemies that are dime a dozen, but every now and then there might be a bit of a brute who's a bit harder to take down, but still not a boss, but is a brute.
Yeah.
That's about the most that you're going to get out of Dead Rising 4 is those little brutes.
Oh, right, yeah. And
there are, like, bosses in the game, but none of them were a challenge. And you know me, I don't red mode, so I did level up really fast, really easily, and unlocked a lot of my abilities, but everything just felt like it was overpowered, and there was no challenge. I literally would just go into a boss fight, unload about 10 shotgun rounds into them, and they'd be dead.
Yep.
So a lot of the things that they did do to change the game to make it easier are great, but they just went too far. The game was no challenge whatsoever. There is no difficulty setting, and there's a New Game Plus where, I don't know, maybe it gets a little bit harder, but from what I saw, I'm overpowered. I'm level 50 going into a New Game Plus. Like, I was just still smashing my way through it.
Yeah.
It was disappointing. It's a really, really fun game to play. The gameplay is fantastic. It looks beautiful, and yeah, it's the story's decent. Frank West, his tongue-in-cheek kind of character, is fantastic. Is great. It's just the things that they've removed. I never really thought I'd say this, but I want those timers back. I think.
Oh, okay. Shit.
Yeah.
Just to add an element of difficulty.
Yeah, I mean, I'm totally happy with the fact that they took away the hard saving, and it's all just auto-saved. I've got no issues with that, because in Dead Rising 3 you could do a hard save if you wanted to, but it auto-saved as well with checkpoints.
Yep.
But this thing had checkpoints in the open world, dude.
Oh, wow.
Do you know what I mean? Like, mainly games would have checkpoints when you've beat a boss or you accept a mission or something like this. This thing would auto-save when I was running down the road.
Oh, on a timer.
Yeah, I think it must be a timer, yeah. Which makes it easy. But look, I'm happy for the auto-save thing, because I don't like games that force you to go to a save point. Like, I know it's good for hardcore stuff, but it really grinds my gears when I've played for an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, and can't get back to a save point and die. Because then I've just wasted fucking 3 hours of my life. Because you have to redo all that shit loading your last save. It does have its place in some games. Like Alien Isolation. I don't necessarily... Yeah. I like that because the game is supposed to invoke fear. And it makes you be really fucking careful. But in a game like this, it's like Dead Rising 4 doesn't... It's not... Dead Rising itself isn't that kind of game for me. It's not about making it, you know, like a real scary, tense kind of game. It's about enjoying things and just mowing down zombies and having fun. But yeah, I think they went a little bit too far. I think Dead Rising 3 was perfect.
Yeah, they've just upped the fun factor.
Yeah. It's just, I loved the game. So totally enjoyed playing it. It's just a game I don't think I've ever had an experience where I played a game start to finish without a death.
Well, I've got an idea.
What's that?
You've played a fair bit of it, and it was a little bit easy. Eventually, I'll get it. We'll co-op it on hard.
No, there's no difficulty setting, Red.
Oh, really?
No, there's not.
I'll be fair.
Yeah, last week I wasn't sure because I hadn't looked. I went looking because it was too easy, dude. There's no difficulty setting. It's just go and play.
Oh, yuck.
Yeah. I haven't played the co-op yet. I'm not 100% sure that co-op is this, like, just a drop-in, drop-out thing. I think the co-op... I think it might be like a separate game.
Watch Dogs 1.
Yeah, kind of like that, I think. I don't quote me, I haven't tried co-op yet, because I don't know anyone that actually has it yet. But I do want to try that. I'm going to try it with Weeksy, hopefully, this week or next when he gets it. So
Yeah, he had a big balls up, didn't he? Oh, you know, didn't. Yeah, he ordered it from EB.
Yeah.
Paid the extra for express postage.
Yeah.
He didn't. He bought it on Monday, and they shipped it today.
Yeah, he put a post up on the page about it.
Oh, did he? Yeah, it looks shows
Yeah.
how much notice I've been taking today.
No, it's all good. But yeah, so we'll give that a go with him. But that's my experience with Dead Rising 4. It's just missing a bit. They've done so many good things, like making it easier to craft, heaps of cool weapons. The zombies are very lush, like there's heaps of them and all that sort of stuff. But yeah, the fast travel, that sucks balls too. I'd rather just go, just walk, run, drive, whatever. There's another thing. In Dead Rising 3, there was so many drivable vehicles in the world.
Yep.
In this one, when you're outside, geez, there's cars everywhere, but there's only like a couple that you can actually get in and drive.
Oh, okay. Because you could jump in anything in 3.
Just about, yeah. No, that's not the case in this one. If the hazards aren't flashing, you can't get in it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so that was disappointing. There doesn't seem to be as many vehicle combos either. Not that I could find anyway. But that's just my experience. Like I said, don't be turned off by it. It's still a good game. It's just a bit too piss easy. But yeah, no, it's I don't know. I don't know where they're going to go for 5, because I reckon there's going to be a lot of people agreeing with me.
Can I just, before we move on, confirm something? Because I've done a quick Google, just how
Sure.
good a team we are.
Yeah.
There are 7 psychopaths in Dead Rising 3.
Yeah.
And they're the 7
sins.
deadly sins.
And they are. Fuck, look at you picking up on that with me just rambling off 2 of them.
Yeah, so Lust was Dylan Fuentes, a perverse S&M performer.
Yeah.
Gluttony was Darlene Fleshmarcher, an overweight woman who travels on an electric mobility scooter.
Yeah.
Greed was Albert Contanello, a surgeon. So, yeah, Sloth was
yes, I
Theodore
remember him.
Langerfield, and Lazy Abyss.
Yeah,
Hey?
that doctor, that surgeon, that was a trippy fucking thing, because he drugs you. So it's like fucking, you're a bit like confused and you see things that aren't there and stuff. That was a good fight, that one.
Yeah, so Sloth was the fat, lazy Abyss, son of the mayor.
Yeah. Yes, I remember that one. Yeah, he had like drones and shit in his house. Didn't have to get up.
Wrath was the Harry Z. Wong, the blood-stained monk.
Ah, that's in the Chinese Gardens one I was telling you about.
Yeah, Envy was Kenny Dermott, a stereotypical nerd, so he was jealous of everyone.
Yes, yep.
And Pride was a female bodybuilder, Jury Gallo, and she got pissed off because you called her a bloke.
Yep, I remember that, and she chucks dumbbells and shit at you.
Yeah, there you go. It's 7 deadly sins from Dead Rising 3.
Yeah, and that's how much I enjoyed it, man. I went and did all of those psychopaths. I loved it. And
Wicked.
There's none in 4. It was disappointing. Massive disappointment. Maniacs they've got. Why would they do that? I don't know. It is what it is. But anyway, that's Dead Rising 4. As we've already said, I played a bit of The Division. A quick mention about the Xbox One S. Last week I mentioned that I was very disappointed with my Xbox One S, how it doesn't have a Kinect port on the back, so you can't plug in the Kinect sensor.
Yep.
Pissed off, because it was like $50 US to get one of the adapters, so you can plug it in. After that episode went live, I got a message from one of our long-time listeners, good old Rusky Big Muskie, and he said to me, look, I don't know if this is just a US thing, but Microsoft are doing a I don't know, what would you call it, like a promotion or a deal or something like that for early adopters of the Xbox One S. They can apply to get a free adapter sent to them.
Yep.
And so the very next day I looked into it, Googled it, found a thing on the website on the Xbox Microsoft page that was talking about this. So I looked into what I needed, and it said that I needed to register my Xboxes in my account on the Microsoft website. So my Xbox was already registered. I registered then my Xbox One S, and then I registered my Kinect, the actual sensor. So you just need the serial numbers. Mind you, on Aussie Gamers Express YouTube channel, I've got a video on how to do this. And registered it all up, and then I just jumped into the support online chat, and I just asked the person that jumped in the chat. I said, "Oh, so I've heard that there's a free promotion thing where I can get a free Xbox One S adapter for my Kinect." And the very next reply was, "Yeah, that's true. Would you like me to organise that for you now?" I said, "Yes, please." And she goes, "Okay, just give me a moment, blah, blah, blah. Can you confirm me a delivery address?" And I said, yeah, this is my address. And they've gone, "Okay, no worries. Please allow 7 to 10 working days for that to come out to you." I'm like, wow, that was really easy. This was on Tuesday, was it, Red?
Wednesday.
Wednesday. Okay, so this was Wednesday that I've had this chat, and they've gone, yes, it'll be 7 to 10 working days. 2 days later, it's in the mail. I've got it.
Wow.
It's right here. Yeah, so I've got this, I reckon this thing is so heavy, this would have cost like $20 to post, because it is massive. The box that this adapter comes in is very close. I'll do it, there will be an unboxing video on our YouTube channel eventually. But this box that the adapter is in is almost half the size of the Xbox One S box. This thing's massive.
It's a shame it's not another Xbox One S just with the adapter plugged into it.
Yeah, that'd be alright. But look, I don't know what's in the box because I haven't done the unboxing yet. But yeah, I don't know how big the actual thing is and what's in there. But it's bloody huge and it's bloody heavy. But it was bloody free. So, thank you very much to Rusky Big Muskie once again for watching the listening to the show and then contacting me. I had no idea. I was eventually going to have to buy one of these because my wife loves the Kinect with the voice control and all that sort of stuff. I love it too. I love walking past. Like, I'll be like, oh, I'm going to go make myself some lunch. And while I'm making some lunch, I might put the Xbox on to watch some TV. And I just walk past through the lounge room. As I'm walking through the lounge room, I look over at my Xbox and I go, Xbox on. And it goes, bling! And it turns on my Xbox, it turns on my stereo, it turns on my set-top box, and it turns on my TV. And I didn't have to fucking touch a thing. I love that.
Wicked.
And there's a setting in the Xbox so when it turns on, it goes straight to TV. I love it. It's great. So I really wanted to get this to work. I was going to have to pay something around $70 or $80, but thanks to Rusky Big Muskie pointing that out to me, and for Microsoft having that cool program there, I was able to get it for free. And 2 days after I asked for it, amazing. Anyway, so that was really cool. Talking about the PlayStation 4 Pro. Here's a big call.
Ooh.
Biggest waste of money of 2016.
Ooh.
What the fuck did I buy that thing for?
Pride.
Oh, just stupid. A fool and his money are quickly parted.
Yes.
I've used that line a couple of times and I am a fool. Look, I don't know. It may get better. I may be impressed later on down the track when there's better things that come out for it. But at the moment, I'm like, fuck, man, this is just the same as my PlayStation. I don't know.
It'd be very interesting to see benchmark bloody Last of Us 2 whether it'll be native.
No, I'll tell you now, it won't be.
No.
No. It'll punch out at, I don't know.
1080, sure.
It might be 1080 native upscale. That'd be nice. Still, I'd be happy with that. But yeah, it's whatever. Not overly happy with the upgrade, but I'm happy to have two consoles now anyway. So all good. Lastly, I'm going to talk about a game I've been playing this week that has been very well anticipated for probably the last 10 years by a lot of people. For me, I didn't even know the fucking thing existed until, last year or whenever it was announced that it was coming soon. The Last Guardian.
Ah, yes, Trico.
Yes. So, it's like Never-Ending Stories fucking... What's his name? The big dog thing in Never-Ending Story.
Ah, yeah, him.
Falcor. Falcor has been reimagined in The Last Guardian, and he's like a big dog thing with ground off horns, fucked up wings, and chicken feet. So that's Trico in The Last Guardian. Yeah.
Is that your official description?
That's my official description, yeah. Right.
Wicked.
That's what he is. And then you play, in The Last Guardian, you play as a young boy who looks like he's about, 8, 9, 10, something like that. A little boy who doesn't speak English, he just speaks in whatever language he's speaking with subtitles. But there's not a lot of chit-chat going on in the game. It's more about the story than the emotion and all that sort of stuff. So you start off, you're this young boy, you wake up from being knocked out, what have you, and you're next to this big dog chicken-legged thing called Trico, and he's injured. He's got spears in him, and he's got like this weird armor on him which makes him kind of look like he was some kind of battle beast. Anyway, you help him out, you pull the spears out, he breaks free of all his crap, and he cracks the shits and throws you against a wall twice because you tried to help him and knocks you out. Anyway, you become friends. Because you
the start of every relationship should come with a knockout or two.
Oh, I agree. But you become friends because you feed him fucking wooden barrels, because he eats wooden barrels. I don't know what's in the wooden barrel, if it's just a wooden barrel or maybe it's barrels of rum, and he's a pisshead, old Trico. But you become friends, and you got to make your way home. And there's a part where you squeeze through like a little hole, and you go, okay, bye, I'm going home now. And Trico goes, I'll have none of that, I'm following you. So he like jumps this big massive wall thing and goes out the top and jumps down. He's like, oh well, fuck it, yeah, alright, you can come with me. So you go on a journey. So you and Trico, I don't know what the kid's name is, I can't remember, let's just call him Kid. And it's basically a puzzle platformer. So you use Trico to your advantage. You can call him and he'll follow you. You climb up his tail or up his leg or what have you. Just steer clear of his bunghole, because it looks like he's got one. So I've climbed up there before and had a face full of rings, so that's something you want to avoid. You climb up him, and you can use that to climb up into different higher platforms and stuff like that, and you move around that way. I haven't gotten too far in the game as yet, but I believe that there's a point in the game where you actually get the ability to control him, as in, you can command him, all right, jump up there, go over there, or what have you, but I haven't got that far. So at the moment, I've managed to just have to dick around and call him and get him to try and move, but it's really, really shit controls in that game. And it's the control scheme and the camera, like the camera movements, that remind you this was originally made for the PlayStation 2.
Yeah.
Because it is sluggish controls, cumbersome, and just absolute shit. It almost breaks the game for me. You go down tight corridors and Trico comes up behind you, and that's all you can see is a fucking screen full of Trico bumhole. The camera will fucking do a bit of a fit and clip through shit, makes it really hard to see what you're doing. The camera loves to auto pan for you, and it'll pan across to something. You're like, oh, something's about to happen. Nothing happened. Why did it pan and focus over there on its own? I don't know. I'm just going to take manual control over this again and keep going. Now, it's a beautiful looking game, and Trico looks awesome with his feathers, because he's a feathery, chicken foot, weird dog creature, remember? And the feathers move around and all that sort of stuff, and there's individual feathers on him. And I think that might be the whole reason that the game runs at about 15 frames a second.
Oh, because there's so much happening on him.
On him, yeah. And look, I would have been happy to give him like leathery skin and get rid of the feathers because the game runs like balls on a PlayStation 4 Pro. I tried dropping the resolution from 4K down to 1080, did absolutely nothing for the performance of the game. And that's another thing that almost breaks it for me. I don't really want to play it anymore, Red.
Ooh, wow.
I like it because it's a typical game that I would like. It's in the same vein as like Inside and Yarny. It has that
self-exploration.
Yeah. Not Yarny. Yarny's Unravel is the game with Yarny in it. It's got that kind of feeling, and that's I love those games. I always play those games because I really do enjoy them. But this one, the mechanics, the controls, the frame rate, it breaks it for me, man. I'm not enjoying it for that reason alone.
Ouch.
Yeah. So it's been a long time coming. I don't know what the problem is. I'm hoping there's going to be some updates that fix it, but yeah, for me, I'm going to go try some other games and maybe leave that for a while. Roy Boy, our man Roy Boy, is doing a written review for it, so I don't know what his opinion's going to be. Hopefully that's up soon. But yeah, for me, that's where I sort of stand with The Last Guardian, man.
Yeah, it was never something I was drawn to. I've never played Shadow of the Colossus. We should mention that the spiritual successor to Shadow of the Colossus, and that touched people's hearts the world over. And you know, you talk to some people like the diehards, and they still weep over it. You can see the angst in their face over the way the narrative was that took place there, because it was essentially you're killing innocent titans.
Yeah.
And it's got a massive cult following the world over, this Last Guardian, and everyone's weeping over how beautiful and everything it is. And I'm so chuffed that it can do that for that group of people, that large following.
Yeah.
But you're in the same boat as me. It kind of doesn't do anything for you, even though it is in the same vein of the genre of game you like. So it's definitely one of those specialty games.
Well, Shadow of the Colossus was amazing. I got that as a PlayStation Plus game on the PS3, and it was it controlled similarly, but it was very easy to forgive because it was a PlayStation 2 title that was upscaled to 1080 for the PS3 remaster, and it was forgivable because of its age. It's very hard to forgive a PlayStation 4 game for performing like that.
So, the battle of the 10-year wait, Final Fantasy take pips over The Last Guardian.
What do you mean?
Final Fantasy 15 was a 10-year game in development. They've only had bloody remasters and stuff in between. So, the battle of the 10-year wait goes to Final Fantasy for performance and graphics. Do you think?
I think
that was a question.
I think Final Fantasy runs like shit too myself.
Feckle.
Yeah, that's the frame rate's a bit low on that one for me too.
Yeah. Oh, Poshy, PS4 Pro. I need me 30 plus frames.
No, it's not the PS4 Pro in me. It's probably the PC in me, because I can play smooth
Batman.
games. Yeah, you saw that. But I don't know. I need to have a solid frame rate, and yeah, I don't know. Here's what it is. I think I'd still prefer to play The Last Guardian than Final Fantasy, but that comes down to my personal interests.
So you think the frame rate issues and the performance issues developer, not the console?
Oh, yeah. Yep. I would say so. Because look, what is going on in The Last Guardian is a fair bit, but if you can optimize that, like go and have a look at Rise of the Tomb Raider or the Uncharted games, they look fantastic. And there's more going on in those games. In The Last Guardian, yes, there is a lot of feathers and shit going on Trico, but in the world, for most of what I've played, it's just Trico and you. There's nothing else.
Solid platforms and shit like that.
That's it. So it's optimization, because there are games on the PlayStation 4 and the PS4 Pro and the Xbox One and the One S that work better than that have a lot more going on. So it might sound like I'm being very harsh on The Last Guardian, taking into consideration that it's a PS2 title, but it is 10 years later. I'm pretty sure they didn't finish it back in 2001 and then just bring it out of the box and go, there you go. I'm sure they worked on it with current generation gear. I don't know why they couldn't optimize it. I think they should have taken another 12 months.
Shame.
Shame! Shame! Shame, shame. I'm Darren Hinch.
Shame.
It is a shame. But anyway, look, it is a good game, and people that can put up with that sort of stuff will very likely enjoy it. And I will get around to it. I've got other things that I think I'd prefer to play right now.
Yes.
But anyway, as for The Last Guardian, that's my last thing for video game discussion. Do you have any other questions about it or anything in particular, or shall we move on to...
No, you confirmed my suspicions.
Lovely. All right. Well, I don't think we've discussed this, Red. Do we want to do video game news and then Game of the Year? Or do we want to do Game of the Year and then video game? We'll do the news first, yeah?
Smash the news out. It's
I agree. I agree. Almost like we discussed it, but we didn't. All right, let's go into video game news. Alright, first up in video game news, Red is going to tell us all about 17 years later and still supported. What the hell are you talking about there?
Right. So there was this little game back in the day. I spent so much time on it, and its prequel, and not so much its sequel. It's a real-time strategy game. Can you guess what I'm talking about?
StarCraft? Age of Empires?
Yeah! Age of Empires 2 has another DLC being released 17 years after the original release of the game on PC.
That was on the PC one, wasn't it?
Fucking, I played that shit on a 486, man.
Nice.
But yeah, obviously, Steam have re-released it as Age of Empires 2 HD, so it's got a bit of a facelift and everything like that, and brand new servers, so there's plenty of multiplayer action and everything still going. And that's due to a high demand. But so following 2 expansions that were released in 2013 and 2015, next week we get a new expansion called Rise of the Rajas. Raja.
I don't know.
Yeah, so it's from Southeast Asia. It brings the Burmese, the Khmer, the Malay, the Vietnamese, and the Fray. So, designed specifically for the HD version, so you can't go boot up the 486 and get out the and download the DLC for the original on your 56k modem, but you can get it on AOE 2 HD available through Steam. Nice. It's fully voice acted. It's brand new, and it includes battle elephants. That's its main marquee unit. So yeah, 17 years later, it's a quality game. It's forever been balanced. It's one of the most. It's the benchmark, I think, for RTS games that are non-competition. So, like your StarCraft, as you noted, StarCraft, that's Blizzard, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that's your esport RTS game primarily, but this has just forever been a strong staple of the Age or the AOE series. So yeah, it's good to see it's still getting support 17 years later.
Yeah, nice, good stuff. That's pretty amazing. All right, then. Next up in the news, Red, For Honor's single-player requirements. Tell us about that.
So to contradict earlier claims from Steam page and the Uplay page, which originally said For Honor will include an engaging single-player offline campaign. Shame! It's lies!
What's lies?
The upcoming third-person brawler For Honor will require an internet connection for even its single-player campaign. as confirmed by a Ubisoft community representative, and I quote, "We can confirm that For Honor is an always online experience. Some elements of progression which is hosted online is shared across the story and multiplayer modes. Player will need to be connected to the internet at all times to play For Honor."
Why?
You're outraged, and you can download 14 gig in a moment.
Yeah, but there are just things, just because you can doesn't mean you should. Why would you need an online connection? Like, is there going to be leaderboards or scores or?
Yeah. Well, I picked up on most of that at because we went to the Black Beta event.
Yes.
And there were different things when you finished. There was times and deaths and stuff like this. So there will be leaderboards, and I dare say you'll unlock stuff for whether it be units or customization options. You'll unlock stuff in the campaign for the multiplayer. There has to be a bit of an incentive there to play the campaign as a multiplayer heavy player, which 90% of us are now, if you know what I mean, with these sorts of games.
Yeah, but I don't understand why that can't be something that can be synced later when you are online. You know what I mean?
That's funny you should say that, because there is games like that do sync when you do have a connection, and it just saves your progress and then syncs up. I think a big one, which almost bleeds into the next news item, is you can play Candy Crush offline even though you're connected to your Facebook account. The next time you log in to Candy Crush and you have an internet connection, it'll update your profile, your Facebook profile, so you keep your progress.
Yeah, that's what it should do. I don't know.
I don't know. I have no idea. But For Honor launches on February 14th for all new-gen console, current gen. I don't understand why people call them new-gen. Current-gen consoles and PC. And
new gen's just more correct than next gen. You know that thing where people go,
"Oh, yeah." No, you've got a next-gen console. Well, two of them.
No, I don't.
Well, I've got previous gen consoles as opposed to you.
The fucking generation of my consoles is fucking not even 0.5 of a step above last gen, which if you want to call PlayStation 4 last gen now, because the Pro's out. It's the fucking same thing.
It's a double-decker bus.
It's like when you go and you've got fucking 8 gig of RAM in your computer and you put 16 in it and you go, it's kind of still the same, but more things work.
Rather pay for an extra 8 gig of RAM.
Yeah, probably.
So yes, confirming February 14th, For Honor will launch from Ubisoft, and it is an online-only experience.
Alright, there you go. Next up in the news, Rad, I'm excited for this one, Super Mario Run details.
Talking of online-only experiences, so is Super Mario Run, as confirmed by Shigeru Miyamoto, the creator.
Yep.
You know why, and I think I actually guessed this last podcast.
Well, it's DRM.
Yeah. Stop piracy.
Yeah. Because they're obviously going to have microtransactions and shit, and they don't want people fucking with that.
Okay, well, next detail, it's out on iOS devices.
Yes, it is, and I didn't get my notification. I signed up for notifications, and then you sent me what news items you had for the podcast. I'm like, oh, that's right, that's out. Let me look for it. Yep, there it is there. Yeah. Oh, thanks for the notification, Nintendo and Apple.
Have you played it?
No, I downloaded it though. Actually, I'll boot it up now.
Okay, you boot it up now.
Have you played it, Red?
I want to. No, I don't have an Apple device.
Oh.
No, I'm going to be fucking laughing at you in a minute. You just hold that one in. So open it up and go to play game, and you'll see level 1, and you'll see there's 6 or 7 worlds.
Yeah.
Right,
okay.
So your first world down the bottom, I think you got 4 levels.
Hang on, it's loading. There we go. Oh, I've got to pick my country. Are we in Argentina? No, there we go. Australia.
Uganda propaganda.
Link to a Nintendo account. I'll do that later. Fucking who knows. Oh, user agreement. Hang on, can you give me about 35 minutes so I can read the user agreement and privacy policy? Fast forward to... No, bullshit. Agree. Fuck, they own my house now.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm going to put my nickname in. Luke 1. Okay.
Comes the kicker.
It's coming, is it?
Yeah.
Dear Mario, this is Peach here. Dear Mario, why don't you join us at the castle for a party? I'll bake a cake. Yours truly, Peach. Oh, I'm on mute. I'll turn it up. Okay, so we've got Mario on the screen right now. Oh, and Bowser's above him.
Yep.
I'll be taking that cake and Peach too. Oh my god, plot twist. Oh, he's running. Welcome to Super Mario Run. In this game, Mario will run automatically. Oh, so you don't actually have to do anything. He'll automatically vault over small obstacles. I'm literally not doing anything.
No. You'll probably just press jump.
Yeah, it'll get to that. But anyway, keep going, Red. What were you saying?
Alright, so
what's gonna
you'll
happen?
finish a tutorial there, and then you'll get your level layout, which is not unlike any other puzzle game. You go along, finish your levels, and you can get 3 to 5 stars or whatever, because they've got special little blue coins you collect.
Yeah.
Right, you're going to get the first 4 levels, and that equates to about 15 minutes gameplay to play them all once, each level.
Yeah.
After you finish the first world and you can see the other 5 or 6 above, you have to pay $10 American to unlock it.
Oh.
You get one world for free, so you can't actually play the game unless you pay $9.99 US, whatever that equates to.
Yeah,
over
but
here.
you know
15.
what though? They're smart because you know what, Red?
You play it and you go,
I'll
yeah,
pay.
that's worth it.
Yeah, but I'll pay that. I haven't even. This is my first time playing it right now. I'll tell you now. I'll pay it.
But it's got microtransactions as well.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So I'm paying $10 and more for more shit.
If
Oh,
you
data.
want to get more shit, yeah.
It's doing a data download. I just finished the first tutorial thing and it says data download. It's downloading something.
Yeah, it's because it's going to support online features such as leaderboard, asynchronous PvP challenges, and limited time events with cloud saves.
Oh, awesome. I'll play it against you, Red. We'll do the async... Oh,
Oh.
only on iOS. It'll come to Android, surely, wouldn't it?
I don't know if it's a deal just with Apple, which would make sense. But
Maybe.
yeah, I guess the only piracy issues with Apple is when you jailbreak your phones, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, you don't. But you can still pirate shit that without jailbreaks. Because I've used dodgy versions of Pokemon Go. My phone's not jailbroken. All right, so I've finished the tutorial. So here's what looks like the overworld map.
Yeah.
I'm looking at. Oh, it's loading something else now.
Is it like a grid of levels?
It is. I've got Toad in the middle here, and that Toad's going to squeak some shit at me. Oh no, Princess Peach is gone. All right, so I've got a thing. I've got tour, build, because you can make your own levels. I remember hearing friends and link a Nintendo account. So what should I go to? I'll go to tour. Oh yeah, here we go. Here's the worlds. It's like a grid thing. So yeah, Peach is being held inside the Bowser. All right, so that first world there down the bottom, world 1, is the free one.
Yep.
And the rest of them are all like grayed out, like they're metal panels. So they're ones you have to pay, right?
Yep.
Go to the purchase screen. Oh, wait, let me do it because it wants me to click on the first level. I want to go to the purchase screen, see how much it is in Australian. Because did you say US?
Yeah, it's US $9.99.
So let me just quit out of this. Hopefully that's the end of the tutorial bits. Yep, okay, I'm clicking on purchase screen. She's loading. Oh man! $14.99.
15, but yeah, I thought.
$15 will purchase all 6 worlds, 20 rally tickets, 3,000 coins, and 1 question mark block.
Yeah, see, those things you'll be able to buy as microtransactions.
Yeah, okay. I'll pay that.
Really? That's a fucking pricey app.
Yeah, but it's Super Mario Brothers, man.
Yeah, see, I don't have that. If it was Sonic, maybe.
Yeah, I'd probably do the same thing with Sonic. I like that stuff, man. That'll be good for the poo games. Get me away from some of the other ones that I play. But yeah, that's cool. Anyway, it's there. $14.99, $15 for the Super Mario Brothers Nintendo fans. I'll talk about it next year. Well, no, look, I might even make a video about it and let you know about it, because we are finishing the podcast this week, but it's not going to be the end of Aussie Gamers Express for the rest of the year until we come back with the podcast. We're still going to be doing stuff. You'll still punch out some Reds recaps and stuff.
Yeah, I'm going to touch on that in last words.
Yeah, awesome. All right, that's the end of the news, isn't it?
Yep.
Oh, guess what it's time for? Game of the Year segment. Let's do it.
Yes. Top 5 segment.
Top 5 segment. All right. Now, look, I've cheated and broken the rules a little bit in some of them, so sorry about that, but I'll point that out when we get to what I've done. Which one are we doing first, Red? Actually, what we'll do, we'll just run through the ones that we're doing, okay? So, we're doing top 5 soundtracks.
Yes.
We're doing anticipated games for next year.
Yes.
We're doing... What else are we
Indie.
doing? Indie title, best indie title. There it is there.
Top 5 indie titles and then top 5 games of the year. So we've got four different categories.
I've kind of broken the rules a little bit. My anticipated games have got 10.
Yeah, oh, you bastard! Oh, do you know how hard it was to whittle down to 5? And 5 minutes ago I changed it. Something come off so something could go on.
I got the shits and went, there's too many. We can't do 5.
You motherfucker! You cheated! I went through angst and you've gone, nah, I'm the boss, I'm gonna fucking break it.
Yep.
See you next Tuesday.
No, you won't. The podcast is
Beep.
finished. But I've also put together 5 biggest letdowns. And I've got a couple of games that I ummed and ahed about for the game of the year.
Yeah, cool.
Alright. But not the ones that I was going to have as number 1 game of the year, just ones that were going to be in the list but didn't quite make it. Honorary mentions, if you will. Alright, Red, which one do you want to do first?
Well, I did put it out to everyone. I said, hey, look, you can have your opinion and have your say and tell us what sort of category you'd like to hear. And I got one from George Schneider.
Mm-hmm.
And that was the most top 5 anticipated game. Well, top 10 anticipated games for some, but top anticipated games. So in honour of that, let's start with that one.
All right. Well, do you want, seeing as though you've got 5, do you want me to start at 10 and then you can chime in at 5?
Yeah, you go 10 to 6.
All right. Now, my 10 most anticipated game for 2017 might be a surprise, Red, but it's The Last of Us Part 2.
No, it's not a surprise.
Why?
Why? Because I know you. You're still a little sceptical because you really, really didn't want a sequel. And you don't want it to ruin your love of the first one.
That's true, but that's not the reason why it's in the last spot.
Because you don't reckon it's going to be in 2017?
Exactly. I don't think it's going to be a 2017 game, so I'm not anticipating it as much as some others. So
that's why I left a few off that I've gone, oh, you keep going because you might hit on one of those and I'll go, oh, that's why it's not on my top 5.
Yeah, okay. And the next one, number 9, is Uncharted The Lost Legacy, another Naughty Dog game. That's in there fairly late as well because I'm a little bit unsure because it's going to be... it's not Nathan Drake, it's going to be Chloe, I think it is. I think that's her name. The main character will be Chloe from the previous Uncharted games. But that will be an awesome game, just I don't know how it's going to sort of fit in there, considering it's a little bit different. But it's Naughty Dog, so it'll be great. Number 8, I've got God of War. That make yours? No?
No, it didn't. I'm not sure whether we'll see it next year either.
Yeah, maybe not. Number 7 is Forza Horizon Zero Dawn.
That got bumped off my list because I was only allowed 5.
Nice. But yeah, so Horizon Zero Dawn coming to PlayStation 4. If it does come next year, I am anticipating that. That's number 7. Number 6, I've got Death Stranding. That's in there basically because I know that Hideo Kojima makes brilliant work, and I'm very intrigued as to what the hell that game is about, so I really would like to play that. Number 5 spot, I've got Detroit Become Human.
Yeah, wicked.
I reckon that looks like it's going to be a real good narrative to it. Awesome graphics. Should be a fun game to play. Red, what's your number 5?
Death Stranding.
Death Stranding. Very good. Why?
Oh, just Hideo, the darkness, Mads Mikkelsen, just how Norman Reedus and Guillermo del Toro. I think that's just going to be an explosive mix, and it's going to be dark, and I reckon it'll have... You know how Phantom Pain later in the game touched on a lot of like adult themes, like the slavery and everything like that. Now, I just think with the Open Reign and his own production company, he has no bounds. It'll be an R-rated game. I can almost guarantee it'll be an R-rated game, and it's just going to be punchy, impact after impact. Like Phantom Pain, after you finish the main campaign, you've got the 17 extra levels, and there was, spoiler alert now, but there's a Game of the Year edition out, so it's been out for 12 months, where you had to actually... You're happy for me to go on?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
You actually had to execute your own team members because they were infected.
Oh, yep.
You had to deal with that horror, and it broke Snake there for a good couple of hours of gameplay. It was just a broken man. And I think the way Hideo writes and produces and looks over everything that happens in his games, I think this is just going to be so dark.
But how about that? Like, Death Stranding's in my 6th position. It's in the 5th position for yourself. And I said the reason why it's on my list is because Hideo Kojima is a genius, and I have very good faith that he'll make a fantastic game. I reckon if you asked anybody, why are you anticipating Death Stranding, if that is on their list, so to speak, I think that's going to be one of the things they say, because it's a Hideo Kojima game. Because his reputation precedes him, right? Everyone knows that Hideo Kojima produces brilliance, which just makes me think, what the fuck was Konami thinking when they tossed him aside like a piece of shit? I don't understand it. It's crazy, it's madness. I don't know if he did something behind closed doors that we weren't aware of. There's like an NDA for what happened. But I don't know. Either they are absolutely mad twats, or there's something that we don't know. I don't know. But whatever.
It's got to be a working relationship issue.
Yeah, it would have to be something like that. But craziness. You'd think that you would bend over backwards to keep him on board because of his brilliance. But anyway, is what it is. He's doing his own thing now with Kojima Productions, and I think that's a good thing probably for us. Yep. Number 4 position, Red. I've got Red Dead Redemption 2.
Oh, yes. That did not make my list.
Oh, really? Yeah, look, I loved the first Red Dead Redemption. Absolutely loved it to tears. Got to the point where I actually considered, in a weird alternate reality, that I would like to move to the bush and live off the land, like Red Dead Redemption, like old school Western style. And then I snapped into reality and realised that I wouldn't be able to have the internet, video games and porn. So I changed my mind and decided to live in society as I am now in the suburbs.
Yes, nice.
What's
I
your
will
number 5?
love it, but it's not my top 5.
Yeah, fair enough.
Number 4 for me?
Yes.
Neo.
Neo.
The Samurai Dark Souls game.
Yeah, the one, Nio or Neo or whatever it is. NIOH or whatever it is. Is that the one?
That's him.
Yeah, yep. Okay. It's like Dark Souls-y kind of game.
But with samurais. Yeah. Really can't wait for that.
I like samurais.
Yeah, me too.
I like swords. I like katanas. I like cutting things up. That's why I like zombies. But yeah, I think you'll like that one. For the Dark Soulsies and the samurais, easy bits and stuff. Nice one.
Yeah. Action RPG.
Cool. All right, you give us your number 3.
For Honor.
For Honor!
Yeah. Just another action-style third-person game with smaller group-sized multiplayer. Can't wait.
Not on my list.
No, not surprised.
No, not my bag of chips. That for me would be like salt and vinegar. I'd eat it if that's all there was, but I'd prefer barbecue or sour cream and chives or
Fucking hates salt and vinegar.
Yeah, me too. That's what I mean. It burns the top of my mouth. Makes the skin peel off the roof of my mouth.
Yeah, yuck.
Because it's like too acidic.
That's the vinegar.
Yeah, too acidic in there. Oh. Aussie Gamers Chips Podcast. Crunchy.
So let's take a bite out of your number 2.
Hey! No, we haven't done my number 3 yet.
Oh, okay then. Let's take a nibble on that one.
Yeah, all right. Resident Evil 7 Biohazard.
Yep.
Yeah,
should have seen that coming.
Yeah, that's my number 3. That's top 3 because I've got PlayStation VR and the demo is fucking scary. I still haven't tried the updated one. I think that's basically the first demo that came out, but it now supports VR with a little bit extra. So that's going to be on my agenda for some stage this weekend. I need to play that, and I've also got Robinson off Roy Boy that I still haven't played yet. I just haven't had time.
Oh, nice.
But anyway, for next year, Resident Evil 7 Biohazard is definitely on my list because I want to scare the shit out of myself. I want to hate it so much I love it. So, there you go. That's my number 3. Number 2, Red?
AFL.
Oh, yes, AFL 2017.
Confirmed yesterday, so I cannot wait.
Number 2?
Yeah.
Fuck,
Number 2, that's my second most anticipated game next year is AFL.
Oh, I hope I don't know what your number 1 is.
You should by now.
Oh, no. All right, my number 2?
Yeah.
Days Gone.
I knew that was either going to be 2 or 1 for you.
Yeah, it's zombies, post-apocalyptic thing with a main character that's like a cross between a character from Sons of Anarchy with James Franco and who's the other guy that said he looked like? Someone.
Aussie man.
That'll do, whatever. But yeah, Days Gone. That looks awesome. Zombies, heaps of everything. They talked up the PS Pro things with HDR and 4K and all that sort of shit. And I've got a Pro now, so I'm looking forward to playing that one. Red, who wants to go first with the number 1 most anticipated game?
Well, shit before shovel, so I'll give you mine.
Okay.
Ghost Recon Wildlands.
Ah, very good. That didn't make my list.
God damn. 4-player co-op, fucking over the shoulder with first-person aspects. Shame! Shame!
Alright, fuck off Zero Horizon Dawn and put Horizon Zero Dawn, sorry. Forza Horizon Zero Dawn. I've got to say that to get the name right. Put it in number 7 spot. But yeah, that'll be a good game though. I'll definitely 100% be getting that game. No drama about that.
That is pre-ordered.
So good choice for your number 1. My number 1, I'm pretty sure if you listen to the podcast regularly, you'll know what my number 1 most anticipated game for 2017 is, and it's Mass Effect Andromeda.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yep, it's probably one of my most favourite. It'd make my top 3 trilogies of all time. The Mass Effect series, I absolutely loved it. The sci-fi aspects, the stories, the characters, the decisions, the things that could happen in 1 that would really change what happened in 2 and 3 and all that sort of stuff. Like if a character died in 2, you couldn't have that character in 3 and things like that. So I thought it was absolutely amazing, and I look forward to a very new rebooted series with a different sort of timeline. So that's my number 1 most anticipated. All right, Red, what are we going to do next?
I have one more that I didn't think was going to be next year, but I want to make mention to it just so you go, oh yeah, maybe. Cyberpunk 2077, the new CD Projekt Red sci-fi RPG.
Yeah, I don't actually think that'll be next year either, because CD Projekt Red will fucking fine-tune that to the nth degree before it's available. But when that does come out, that is something that I am interested in as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that'll be a good title. And being CD Projekt Red as well, they've got a good track record.
It's got a pedigree better than Bethesda. Oh, big call.
Yeah, Yeah, without as much time in the ring either.
Yep, you're exactly right.
Yeah, so impressive for them. All right, Red, what's the next top list you want to do?
Indies, mate.
Indies. All right, I got me top 5 indie games. You go first.
Number 5. No Man's Sky.
Oh wow! Are you kidding?
No, I'm not. I just thought it not because it was my sort of game, but I think it was very innovative, and they've showed a lot of resilience not to give up and to keep patching it. It needed a mention.
Wow, that's fair call. Do you want my number 5?
Yes.
No Man's Sky.
Oh, fuck off! You almost made me feel like I had to defend mine.
Yeah, I agree with you. I enjoyed the game. Where it did have flaws and it did get a little bit repetitive and a bit frustrating, I do actually like the game. I thought it was fun to play. It may not be one of those games where you can sit down and power play it till you finish, because it's kind of like Minecraft. You don't finish it. It's infinite almost. 18 quintillion planets. Yeah, they all look the same, but whatever. It was fun and it was interesting. It was exploration. It was sci-fi. I enjoyed it. So
It was
flaws and all.
It was just new concepts.
Yeah. So yeah, that was my number 5 as well. Number 4, Red.
7 Days to Die. Full release, not early access. I understand early access has been on PC for a while, but this year we've seen the full release of 7 Days to Die on consoles, and you just touched on like the Minecrafty games and stuff like that. 7 Days to Die is my Minecraft. I fucking loved it. Still do.
I think Ross Mark has hacked my computer.
Why? I'm just going to go with why.
Because he's hacked my computer, taken my file, and given it to you. My number 4 game, 7 Days to Die.
Oh, get fucked.
No, I'm serious. And
It was a good game.
For everyone listening, though, we've not discussed this. We did this all on our own. I don't know what Red's got on his list. He doesn't know what I've got on my list. And we've just had the fucking first 2 indie titles exactly the same in the same spot. Seriously, number 4 is 7 Days to Die. You're right, Red. It is a fantastic game on the lower budget. It didn't look like a brilliant AAA title, but it had the gameplay. And that's what's there. That's what counts.
None of those games do. You take Rust, you take Ark, you take all these games. It's not the graphics that you're there for.
No, 100%. Not at all. If you were there for the graphics, you'd be gone in 5.
Yeah.
But
Not 7.
that's right. But yeah, so there you go. Red, what's your number 3?
Slain.
There we go. We got something different. Slain.
Oh, well, I know there's going to be at least 2 in your top 3 that I haven't played, and I know what they are.
Yeah, no, I think there's 3 that you haven't played.
Yeah. So Slain, we've recently had a review put up on the Aussie Gamers Express Facebook page. I played that on Xbox, the 2D platformer with heavy metal overtones and demonic, satanistic beasties. I just loved it.
Very good. Yeah, it's not a bad game. It's like side-scrolling Dark Souls.
Ish, yeah.
Yeah, not a bad game. Number 3 for me, Red, was Layers of Fear. I played that on the PC, did a review for it. That's up on the Aussie Gamers Express website. I really enjoyed that one for its creativity in the way that it sort of presented the spooky aspects to the game.
In a saturated genre of 2016, there were so many walking jump scare simulators.
Yeah.
I think you're right, because I've watched a fair bit of gameplay and read your review.
Yeah. Now, there aren't too many jump scares in Layers of Fear. There are some. But what I really liked is the psychological aspect where it confuses you a bit, like, hang on a minute, what just happened there? That's a bit weird. Like where you'll walk into a room and you'll go up to the door that you can see to go through to another room, but that door's locked. Like, oh, what do I do? So you turn around and the door that you came in is gone!
Very Among the Sleep-like.
Where the fuck did the door go? How am I going to go through the one that I've just tried is locked? The one that I just walked in has disappeared? What the fuck? So you turn around again, and that power's gone. What's
Nice.
going on? And then you turn around again, and it's a completely different room, and it was seamless. It was like I didn't even notice that changed. Like, it was brilliant, and it mixed it up on how it presented that kind of thing, and it turned out to be quite a good game. I really enjoyed playing that.
And quality DLC too, yes?
Yeah, because it came out with some DLC after that. It was a little bit more of the same, but it was good, and it was cheap. I think the DLC is like $5 on Steam, so it's not going to cost you a whole heap to give you an extra couple of hours of gameplay in that kind of genre. So yeah, Layers of Fear was my number 3. What's your number 2, Red?
Alienation by Housemarque.
Alienation. I actually forgot about that game. That was a good game. Did make my list,
Shame!
No, I don't regret not putting it on my list. But that was a good game, though. I will admit to that. I still haven't finished it.
Yeah.
You haven't either?
No, I finished, but you just keep going back and leveling up. But you don't. I don't think you actually. Oh, you can play all the levels once, but then you just go back and replay them.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I've done that. Haven't done that. Haven't played all the levels yet. Number 2 for me,
Can I guess the initials?
if you like.
FW.
Nah,
Oh, that's number 1 then.
the initials is just I.
Oh wow! So one of them's going to miss out. Okay, cool. Go.
Inside.
Ah, there you go. Yep.
Yeah, Inside was my number 2 indie game.
Wow, I so thought it was going to be number 1.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, it was actually pretty tough for the decision to which one did I put for number 1, but I ended up going with Inside at number 2 because it was a really good experience. Like, it was a fantastic game. The only thing is, it was very heavily weighted towards the end of the game where it got really good, and it was only a 3-hour game as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. But it was a brilliant game, though. It's still a 10 out of 10 game for me.
Yeah, and fair to say, everything we're running off here, there's probably, if you go to the Aussie Gamers Express website, you can search our reviews and get our more in-depth thoughts there.
Yeah, most of these have got reviews, eh?
Yep.
Number 1, Red?
Headlander.
Oh, Headlander! Wow! Yeah,
Yeah.
That was a cool game. Didn't make my list, but cool game nonetheless.
I loved it. I did review it, so that's probably why I probably put a little bit more time into it than our close group here, and really got to get the full appreciation for it. And if there's a collectible bloody right back near the start, I'll go back and get it, and it unlocks different bits and pieces throughout the level, and you can hack different things. And platformer, robot-y. It's like a futuristic 60s style vibe, and it's absolutely brilliant, tongue-in-cheek, and a lot of orgy innuendo.
Yes, very good. So, do you want my number 1?
Yes.
Wanda.
Fuck off. That's your most anticipated game.
It's still not a game.
No!
Fucking stupid game. Number 1, best indie title for me for 2016 is, of course, Red. Yes, it is FW Firewatch. Now, why did Firewatch get it over Inside? Firewatch for me was impossible to put down. It was a 5-hour game, so it was a little bit longer than Inside, but that's not always the big thing. But Firewatch for me, from the beginning to the end, I did not stop playing. I finished it in one 5-hour sitting, and that was just purely because I just did not want to stop progressing. It has the story, it's got the characters, it has the emotion, it has the chemistry, it has real strong emotions in some part, I should mention, but it was all there. Although it might not be your typical game, like as in you're not really doing, there's no enemies, you don't fight, you do this, but it's more of a progression thing. But that's an indie title. Indie titles are always a little bit different, thinking outside the square, and this game nailed it.
Yeah.
Damn, nailed it. I loved it. So Firewatch is my number 1 best indie title of 2016.
And I'm even going to let you give a nod to Unravel.
I will later.
Okay. Because I was surprised that wasn't on your list, but obviously it made another list. Most
It did.
anticipated one. All right. We should jump straight onto the top 5 soundtracks and leave the big shebang and bang of our top 5 games to the end.
Okay. You go with all of yours, and I'll do my 5 last. So you do your top 5.
Final Fantasy 15 in 5, just because it takes its soundtrack from every Final Fantasy game, plus the Kingsglaive movie, and what was that song right at the start? When you're pushing the car, that was just awesome.
Oh, that was a licensed song, wasn't it?
Yeah, because it wasn't coming through the stream. Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, I forget. But anyway, just because you spend a lot of time in the car, and so the radio, and the way you can change and you can purchase different tracks and everything at shops and everything. It's just got a real nostalgia hit to it for the diehard fans. So that makes the list. Number 4, Watch Dogs 2 had a very solid lineup of songs in the reggae and in the punk rock genre. I really enjoyed it. One of my most favourite songs of all time is a Judas Priest song. You probably heard the song playing it, Turbo Lover. You're my turbo lover.
Oh, yeah, I know that one.
Yeah, it's off the Screaming Vengeance album. I absolutely love Judas Priest. It's one of my favourite bands of all time. And hearing them pop up in a game is pretty big for me. And so I went, oh yeah, we win! So yeah, that was very solid. And the way you could control your iPad or / music application on Watch Dogs was real efficient. Also, you could add your favourites and play your playlist, or you could pick a genre playlist, or you could just play all. Yeah. That was a really cool feature that really helped boost the soundtrack. Number 3, Battlefield 1, more for its emotional and invoking soundtrack and accompaniments whilst doing different things in the campaign and in multiplayer. I just felt it was really powerful, like orchestral numbers in there that really added an element to Battlefield 1 that really shouldn't have been missed, and it wasn't. So
that's fair.
Wicked. Number 2, beginning to end, metal. It was Doom, man. What a soundtrack to just go ape shit on demons and rip shit apart just while there's heavy thrash riffs and metal compilations going off in the background. It just wouldn't have been the same experience without. And it really struck the note. No pun intended. So that was number 2. And my number 1 best soundtrack of the year, Mafia 3.
I knew you were going to say Mafia 3.
Oh, that's solid as fuck, mate. Every song from the 60s that is so popular now, like your Roy Orbison, your Johnny Cash, Elvis Presley, Creedence.
I am a rock. I am a mountain. Is that on there?
No. But the opening track, when it says press start to play, is Fortunate Son by CCR, you know? Oh.
How's that go?
So,
I ain't no fortunate one.
some people born to raise the flag. Ooh, the red, white, and blue.
Jeez, for a singer, Red, you're a fucking awesome gamer.
It ain't me.
Yeah, I know. Wicked. So, yeah.
All right, so that's your top 5?
Yeah.
All right, I've got something special for you, Red, and for everybody else that I've put together for my top 5 soundtrack or songs or what have you for 2016. So you're ready to have a listen?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I'll put something together. All right, have a listen. Top 5 video game soundtracks for 2016. Number 5. Unravel, Yanni's theme. Number 4. Poly Bridge fall into place? Number 3. Overwatch. Main menu music. Number 2. Doom. BFG Division. And the number 1 video game soundtrack from 2016.
Hello,
Gears of War 4 trailer song. The Sound of Silence.
Lifted scenes while I was sleeping, and in the naked light I saw
here's me back to next.
10,000 people, maybe more. In the signs and the words on the prophets are written on the subway walls, in tenement halls, and whispered in the sound of silence.
Oh, that gives me goosebumps listening to that.
There's only one thing missing when that song fades out.
What's that?
Oh,
From Disturbed. That would have been funny to put that in there. There you go. That's my top 5 songs. Did you like that?
Yeah, you fucking show me up, you prick. That was brilliant. Fuck you.
So I'll just quickly run through them. So the first one where was Unravel. That had really cool songs and music to the background and had a real good feel to the soundtrack. If you've played the game, it's all about memories and with photographs and things like that. And the music that they had in the background really suited it well. So I liked it. What was that?
They could have had Nickelback.
look at this photograph.
Every time I do it makes me laugh.
It's Wixie going down on a giraffe.
Oh, lovely. The second one in there was from Polybridge. That's the game where you can build the bridge and run cars over it. I remember I did my review of that, and while I was writing the review, I had to have the sound playing in the background because it was so calming. I loved that music. There was obviously more songs in the soundtrack. It wasn't just that one that I showed, but it was just all awesome and relaxing, beautiful music. But then busted into number 3 with Overwatch. Man, their scores in that game are absolutely amazing. They spared no expense when it came to producing some big, beautiful orchestral sounds for Overwatch. Awesome.
That'd suit a Star Wars trailer.
Yeah. That was the main menu music that I chose to play there. But there's a lot of them in the game. So brilliant music there. Second one there for number 2 spot was Doom. BFG Division was that song part of the soundtrack to Doom. That was your number 2 as well, Red.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wicked.
Oh,
Yeah,
I love
fucking thrashy, mate.
I love that kind of metal too, man. I love that shit. If you're in the right mood and you want, I was thrashing my head around when that was playing just now. I was there going, fucking yes. I love that stuff. I'm a big fan of, metal like Disturbed. I did like a little bit of Slayer and Seven Dust and all that sort of stuff. Yes, Marilyn Manson was a big.
Don't forget that time on your birthday where we just spent 2.5 hours going, swapping the remote from each other to each other, watching videos and listening to music on YouTube.
Yeah, that was awesome. That was a real good muso nerd moment. That was good.
That was bonding at its best.
Yeah, so the Doom soundtrack did hit home with me. That is a good soundtrack. And I don't know, kind of maybe breaking the rules a little bit. The Sound of Silence from Disturbed's not really part of the soundtrack for the game, but it was the soundtrack for the trailer for Gears of War 4. Is that okay? Am I allowed to do that?
You are fucking forgiven.
Oh, thank you.
Do it again though, and bodies will hit the floor.
Yes, very nice. But I couldn't go past that because I absolutely love that. That trailer sucked me in, and that version of that song, The Sound of Silence, is absolutely amazing. Well done to Disturbed. That's just fantastic. I watched an interview with the lead singer, I don't remember his name, where he was talking about how it took him a while to realise, to work out how he wanted to remake the song so it was respectful to the original, but still heavy like Disturbed is. So I think they did a fantastic job.
Mate, that song's 50 years old. It's fucking... I love... there's a lot of covers out there that you can groove to, but I love the originals. This still takes the second place to the original, but it was fucking respectful. Paid homage, mate. That's the way the song needs to resonate.
The Disturbed version of The Sound of Silence is the kind of game that after I've had about 6 to 10 standard alcoholic drinks, you put that song on at the beginning. My
drinks.
Oh no, not of your drinks. I'll be passed out if I had 6 to 7 of yours. But when that starts up, that song, you're like, oh yeah, this is so good. And then it ramps up towards the end and you're just getting into it.
It's so got to be played loud.
Yeah. So I think that might be on the agenda for tonight. Is crank some music, play some games, and drink some booze. Not that drinking sensibly, standard drinks, and only as much as you can handle. 4 bottles. Shut up, Red. You're not responsible. You're not allowed to talk about that stuff. Just kidding. Love you. What? Huh?
Because it becomes a smear campaign now. Just because I like my alcohol.
Hey, Rep Remy, how you going, bro? Have a drink.
Doesn't listen anyway.
He does. He fucking corrected me the other week for saying that. All right, let's move on. What else have we got? I've got a couple of sneakies that I'll just want to rattle off before we do the game of the year. Can I do that?
So fucking lootly.
All right, the biggest letdowns I got. Number 5 was the Technomancer. Number 4 was Umbrella Corps. Number 3 was Mirror's Edge Catalyst. Number 2, Smash and Grab. Only big letdown because they fucking cancelled it during my review period. So that's gone. And number 1 was Mighty Number 9.
Oh yeah, I agree with all that.
Big letdowns. They were still okay, but not as good as they probably should have been.
Technomancer had the most potential.
I agree, and I think the Technomancer 2 will be mint.
Yes.
All right, let's do our Game of the Year countdown.
Let's do it.
Yeah, because I had another one, but that's and ahs about Game of the Year, so they're the ones that didn't make it, so I'll quickly rattle that off at the end. All right, Game of the Year, top 5 Game of the Year. Go Red, number 5.
Dark Souls 3.
Dark Souls 3 made 5.
Yeah.
Ooh, ouch. I thought that would have been higher. At least 3 for you.
Yeah, nah.
Nah, fair enough. Is what it is. Number 5 for me, The Division.
Oh yeah, fair call.
Yeah. I had to double check that. I thought The Division was last year's, but nope, that came out this year.
Yes.
So that was number 5, Division, and yours is Dark Souls. Red, number 4,
Mafia 3.
Mafia 3. Still haven't played it.
Love me open worlds.
You loved it. I've heard a lot of shit about it.
It's very repetitive, but if you like over-the-top violence and tasteful racial slurs, you'll get into it.
I'll probably like it. I'm Australian.
Yes.
My number 4 was Gears of War 4.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah, not a bad game, that one. Makes my top 5 fairly easily. I did enjoy that. It was a good emotional thing, starting off with that bloody soundtrack that I loved, with the trailer, and getting into the game, the new JD Phoenix, his mates, and then the other recurring characters that come through without spoilers. That was a pretty good game, and also well done to the Coalition for pumping out a game, the first Gears of War game that wasn't Epic, who made the originals, and punched out a winner in my book anyway. Loved it. Number 3, Red?
Titanfall 2.
Titanfall 2. Unfortunately, doesn't make my list because I haven't played it. Sorry, Titanfall 2.
It's rather brilliantly done, and the complexity of the campaign would suggest that a lot of these ideas were there for Titanfall 1, but got pushed out as a multiplayer game only.
Yeah.
And from what experience I had with the multiplayer of number 1, as opposed to the experience I've got with multiplayer in number 2, with the extra mechs, customizations, and weapon varieties, and different leveling system, it's fucking second to none almost in the FPS multiplayer genre of this year.
Yeah, very good. All right, well, number 3 is going to probably come as a surprise to you, Red. Uncharted 4, A Thief's End.
Yeah, no, I knew it wasn't going to be your game of the year.
Always thought, I told my wife what my game of the year was, and she was a little bit surprised. She goes, yeah, that's over Uncharted 4. Wow. I said, yeah, look, I loved Uncharted 4. I love all the Uncharted games. Uncharted 4 was fantastic. Of course, it's my number 3. It's obviously not crap.
Oh, I know. I reckon I know your number 1. If it's not number 1, it's number 2.
Yeah,
but we'll
maybe.
wait.
But, yeah, just I had to give it to the other ones higher because of the enjoyment factor, the memorable moments.
Yep.
just trumped. They were just over exaggerated compared to Uncharted 4, which I loved. But these ones that are above it, it just took my breath away. So there you go. What are we up to? Your number 2?
Final Fantasy 15.
Oh,
I haven't completed it yet, but it easily sits there. I've almost 40 hours in, and anything that you're 40 hours in and not even a third of the way through, you can still grasp the concept of very well. And it is a beautiful game. It was worth the wait. It was the 10-year game that we didn't know we were waiting for, and it's lived up to hype. And it, I know you think there's some frame rate, well, inconsistent frame rates. I don't see that so much. It's probably because I'm Tasmanian. I don't know. I'm absolutely smitten with this game, and from a lot of reports, it just keeps getting leaps and bounds.
That's not fair because you're Tasmanian. You've got 2 heads. You can see twice the frames.
So they only need to produce 15. I'll go perfectly 30 frames per second.
Oh, nice. All right, you want my number 2?
Yes,
Do you reckon you can guess it?
I reckon I can.
Go.
Watch Dogs.
No.
That's number 1 then.
Oh, you assume. Remember, Last Guardian came out this year.
Oh. All right.
Can you have one more guess?
Fair shot. Another guess. Metal Gear Solid Phantom Pain.
No.
Oh no, that was last year.
I don't remember when that was out. All right, I'll give it to you. My number 2 game of the year is Battlefield 1.
Oh yeah, cool.
Obviously for the campaign.
Yep.
Battlefield 1, although short, 6.5 hours, was it? I think that...
6:37.
Yeah, maybe. That was the argument back in the day about it being 5, 6.5, whatever hours, 10, 12, 15, whatever it was for you. I don't really give a flying fuck how long it went for, because it was, for me, 6.5 hours of pure enjoyment. It was different gameplay, it was amazing storytelling, it was brilliant, beautiful graphics, it was 100% enjoyable fun. It was a fantastic game, and I love it. Absolutely love it.
Yep.
Yep. Happy to have played it. So that's my number 2. Alright, do you want to go first, or do you want me to go first with Game of the Year?
I will.
Okay. Oh, hang on, I'm going to see if I can think of it. I don't think you've fucking given it away over the year.
Nah. Remember, every game I play is my Game of the Year.
It is, yeah. So what's the last game you played?
Final Fantasy.
Yeah, but that's already been gone. I don't know. I really can't think. No, you just tell me, man.
Battlefield 1.
Oh, fuck, what an idiot. Wow. I'm such a stud.
You wouldn't have guessed it because you've just spoken about it. It would have been the furthest thing from your mind. That's why I'm sitting back going,
yeah, forest for the trees. That's the problem there.
Yeah. Nah,
very good.
I concur with everything you say, and it's finally the first time in 3 to 4 years it's got proper boots to the ground, leveled out multiplayer, and the multiplayer is epic. I haven't played it in the last 3 weeks on the PlayStation. Only game I own on both consoles too, mind you. But I'm already level 70 in the multiplayer. That's how much I thrashed it. And yeah, I've got the season pass, so that was an extra $100.
Nice, very good. No, that is a very fair number 1 game of the year for you. Now, as I like to do is talk a lot. I want to just rewind 12 months, if you don't mind, Red.
Yeah, okay, no worries.
Last year, Game of the Year 2015. Mm-hmm. I've regretted my decision for 12 months.
Oh, really?
Do you remember what my Game of the Year was for last year?
I don't even remember my own.
My Game of the Year for last year was Fallout 4.
Ah, yes, it was.
Now, as much as I did love Fallout 4, ever since that episode aired, I've questioned my decision, and I really, really regret it.
You feel dirty.
I just feel I've wronged the game that I did love the most for that year. And possibly it was because the game that I'm talking about came out in February of that year, I think it was.
Ah, okay.
And
no, that's been on your list.
What's that?
I was going with Dying Light, but that was on your list.
It was, yes, but it wasn't Game of the Year. But that is what I'm talking about, Dying Light.
Ah, yeah. I thought I sensed that.
Dying Light should have been my Game of the Year last year, and I'm very, very sorry to the developers of Dying Light. That should have been my decision. And I seriously, I have thought about that sporadically for the last 12 months. So I just thought I'd just put the record straight today.
Good.
But I'm not going to make...
I accept that omission.
Yes, I'm not going to make the same mistake this year, and that is why Uncharted 4 is not number 1.
Mm.
So the number 1 for 2016 Game of the Year for me, Aussie Gamers Express, Luke 1, Lucas Aurelius, whatever you want to call it, is none other than Watch Dogs 2. And the reason why that gets my number 1 spot is because I put a lot of thought into this, and I could not drag my ass away from that game.
And you had a lot of brand new games to play at the time.
Yep, and I didn't want to play them. I had no part of me, no ambition to go and play anything else because I wanted to play Watch Dogs 2. And even now, because I'm going to be playing Uncharted 4 tonight, the new Survivor mode. I've got to do some VR games this weekend as well. I've got to start playing Titanfall campaign. I've got all these things. I'm still biting my fingers going, I want to play more on Watch Dogs 2.
Yeah, wicked.
That's what this game did for me. Look, it is not going to blow your ass off with the story and the content there, but the gameplay is so fun. It looks good. The graphics are amazing. It runs well. I don't even think I had any frame slowdowns. The hacking is twice as good as it was in the first one. Just the extra bits and pieces. I like the characters. I didn't at first, but they grew on me like a fucking dirty, disgusting disease. I loved it.
Narrative's very solid.
I thought it was great. It was just nothing I had to flaw that game. It was fun. You could do stealth. You could do all-out slaughter. The animations were great. The parkour system changed it up a little bit, made it a little bit more interesting. The cool weird weapon, the Thunderball, with the hockey strap looking thing with the 8-ball on the end. I loved it, man. I couldn't
co-op specific missions and locations.
Yes, and it was flawless. When your partner drops out, they just dropped out. Nothing loaded.
Yeah.
It only loaded for the person joining, so it never really interrupted. The online things where you could get hacked and you could go hack, all that stuff's great. I've still only got 2 trophies to go. I haven't gone back to it yet because I've been extremely busy, as I continually say. But that's me. That's my number one, man. Watch Dogs 2, and it fucking deserves it. Thank you very much to Ubisoft. You did a fantastic job.
Yeah. They're my developer of the year too, by the way.
Yes. Yeah, Ubisoft have done a cracking job lately. So, there you go. There was a couple that I ummed and ahed about.
Would you call them notable mentions?
Notable mentions, absolutely, because they were still fantastic, just didn't quite make it. Recall on the Xbox One,
Yep.
PC. Quantum Break as well.
Yep.
Dead Rising 4.
Yep.
And Unravel.
Yeah.
So, very, very good games. Just obviously, I couldn't have everything. Well, I could have. I am in charge. I could have done top 10 like I did before and stuff you were around. But yeah,
and we'd still be going through the soundtracks.
Yeah, that's right. Oh, there you go. That's it, Red. We're done for the Game of the Year segment.
Yeah, that was very successful and awesome.
That was cool. This our best podcast of the year, and we're going to finish. Oh, there you go.
Last week's had a lot of energy.
Yes, so they have had for a while. It's good. We've rejuvenated ourselves by touching each other in the pants. But
and a crack addiction.
Oh yeah, that helps. That does help. Hey, crackhead!
Bum crack daddy. Oh, you're going to listen. Nah.
Oh, you're talking about bum crack. Oh, my bad.
Ooh,
Whoopsie. No, I was just calling you a bumhead.
Bumhead. Do you know that's Prue and mine endearment for each other when everything's down and out, and we just go, "Love you, bumhead." And she goes, "Love
really?
you too." Yeah.
Do you want to know what my nice term of endearment for my wife is?
Coffee.
That's one of them. No, I just call her a bitch.
Yeah.
Oh. You're a funny bitch, aren't you? Yep.
I'm not touching it.
Oh, you know what the funny thing is? This is absolutely, completely irrelevant to the podcast, and I probably shouldn't be saying it here, but it was so funny I want to mention it. I just thought of it. I was sitting on the lounge the other day, and Rachel was on the other side of the 3-seater lounge with me, and I farted.
Oh, yeah.
But I didn't even really think about it. I was playing a game, I just farted. And the next thing I know, Rachel just goes, "Oh!" Fucking got up and stormed off. It was so funny. Because I've been eating really healthily lately. And I had an off weekend and just ate whatever the fuck I wanted.
Oh, yeah.
So my guts were churning. Anyway, that's disgusting. Let's move on from that. Dude, do you want to go into What's That Sound?
Let's.
Okay. Alright, last week's What's That Sound was from... Well, let's play it first. It was this one. Where is it? There it is.
A man chooses. A slave obeys.
There you go, and that was from Bioshock.
Yep.
And the lucky winners are Brendan Brownie Brown, James Cotton, that's a new name, good on you, James, Zachary Courtney, Ross Mark, and Robert White, good old Bobcat. They were the people that got some free games for getting the answer correct. And we both got it right, so I think we need points. I don't think I've added them on. So you're on 5, and I'm on 7.
Wicked.
Do you know what that means?
You win for the year.
I do win for the year. Maybe.
Bonus points, and I'm still going to get nothing.
Now, I said at the start of the show they've got a little bit of something in store for What's That Sound. Do you know what that is?
3 of them.
What's That Sounds? There's
Yeah.
No, there's not 3. There's 2. Don't jump ahead of yourself. There's 2.
Oh. Yes.
Repremier sent me one because he's
Yes.
trying to redeem himself. So he's got a hard one apparently.
Okay.
Snoogans also sent me one. And I thought, well, I've got 2, and it's the last
Tetris.
show. Tetris from Snoogans.
Pitfall.
Something from a million years ago because he's an old. Oh shit! He listens to that.
Whoa! Beep!
Oh, I have to beat that. Oh, write down the time quickly so I don't have to search for it. Ah, it's in What's That Sound segment. I'll find it.
1 hour 50.
Oh, that's funny. Sorry, Snoogans. I love you and your age.
Beep.
So we've got 2 What's That Sounds for this week. And Red will work out our score. So you need to get both of these right.
And you need to fail.
Well, if you get both of them right, we're even.
Yeah.
You can't win.
No, that's okay. I'm happy being on level pegging.
And we'll start again next year. Alright, so do you want the first one?
Yes.
The first one is going to be Repremier's one, and all he's written on it is try this one on for size. So let's see what it is.
You can't break a man the way you break a dog or a horse. The harder you beat a man, the taller he stands.
Oh. Do you know what it is?
No.
Oh, okay. One more time for those
Okay.
playing at home.
Righto.
You can't break a man the way you break a dog or a horse. The harder you beat a man, the taller he stands.
I reckon I've played that. It rings a bell. But I don't know if I can get it. I'm going to say Kingpin.
Kingpin?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I don't know. I don't know. That's the only thing that comes to mind. I don't think that's right. But I'm going to say it on the off chance that it might be.
I'll go with Saints Row.
Saints Row. Okay. Well, look, for the sake of getting the answers in time to say them on the podcast, I'm just going to message Repremier now.
Mm-hmm.
Let me get this. So, stand by. Can you feel some dead air for me, Red? Just say some weird shit like you normally do.
Oh, I could play a song on the guitar that was inspired by Mafia.
Yeah, go on.
So that was Hey There Little Red Riding Hood by Sam
Oh!
and the Sparrows.
You know what I was about to say?
What?
I was about to say, that sounds a lot like that. Hey there, little Red Riding Hood.
Oh!
There's probably a good reason it fucking sounded
Yeah.
like that.
Well, there's an extra point for What's That Sound?
Yeah! Luke's on 8.
Got him.
I've got the answer, Red. Did you want to
What is
have it? Did you want to have a try? You didn't even guess, did you?
I sent Saints Row.
Oh, did you? Sorry, I didn't hear you. No, we're both incorrect for that one.
What was it? Oh, okay.
Yeah, I have played that. So
Good game.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck yeah. It was a good game.
yeah. All right. Well, that was the first one, but there's another one now. Snoogans is one. It's titled "But," as in B-U-T-T. I don't know. I don't know if that's a description or whatever. But let's have a listen to it, just to confirm, I've not listened to either of these sounds, so I have no idea what we're in for. So let's have a listen.
Bus Stallion! Here, girl! Bus Stallion! Say hello! Yeah. Bus Stallion says hello.
That's what happens when you don't listen to the sound beforehand. Did that sound weird in your ears?
Yeah, I could barely hear it. It was just like spiking.
Yeah, that's what I got too. See, I told you I haven't vetted these things. I don't know if they're any good, but that's what we've got. I'm going to play it again.
Bus Stallion! Here, girl! Bus Stallion! Say hello! Yeah. Bus Stallion says hello.
Any chance you can quote what's being said? I can't even hear it. Sounds like someone yelling.
I think he's saying, "White Stallion, come here." I don't know. I can't remember. I'll play it again and I'll pause it and say,
Oh, I know what it is.
"What?"
I know what it is.
Oh, just from what I said.
Yep.
Oh, what is it?
Gears of War. Fucking Gears of War. That one. Come here, my butt stallion. That's fucking... Mate.
Oh, is that what he is? A butt stallion?
Yeah. Hence the B-double-T. Name of the clip.
Oh, of course. All right, look, I'll play it again and I'll send a message to Snoogans and then play some music for us.
Bus Stallion! Here, girl! Bus Stallion! Say hello! Yeah. Bus Stallion says hello.
That right now.
What was that?
You don't need to get that checked.
What?
Yeah.
1 or 2?
2.
I don't even remember it. No, anyway, well done, Red. That gives you a point. That makes it 6 versus 7, Red.
Yeah.
Ooh. Well, look.
I'm happy to go down by 1.
Yeah, that was good. That was 12 months. Well, I think, yeah, was it 12 months?
Nah.
We didn't start counting till halfway through the year, eh?
Yeah,
good.
it'd be 5-6 months. Cool when you think of it.
That's pretty shit if we had 12 months and only got 6 and 7 each. That's pretty bad. But there you go. That is What's That Sound, the last one for 2016. Now, to find out the answers, there will be a What's That Sound special, possibly 2. There's usually 2 parts of the What's That Sound special. There'll be a podcast coming up in a week or 2, possibly, where it'll be every What's That Sound throughout 2016 that you can listen to. And just keep in mind that all the prizes will be won already, so you can't enter again because they've already been done. But we'll give the answer out in the first one of that for these 2. And whoever wins will get their prizes. So, if you think you know what the What's That Sounds are for this week, then send us a message to the Facebook page, private message, and if you're correct, we'll send you across the game. If you're incorrect, we might just send you across a game.
Yes.
Okay.
I insist.
We've given out heaps of games this year, eh?
Yep.
We used to be just the first person that answered, but I've got enough games here. I thought, fuck it, I'll just send it to everyone. As long as I've got enough, everyone will get one.
We love the support, and it must be noted that people have been donating games to us also.
Yeah, that's real nice of them too.
Aiden Campbell, Zachary and Courtney.
Yep. Nice. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. Let's go now into Red's Shout.
Yeah, because that's why I had to say them back there, because they deserved a shout, but they're not fucking getting one.
What?
They're not getting a shout, and they've done generous things like give us games from their hard-earned Steam library and from their hard-earned money and everything like that. But that still doesn't warrant a shout this week.
Oh.
It's a very special shout this week, and it's with little thought process that I bring it to you, because it doesn't require thought process, because it is what it is.
Righto.
So, this week's shout, Red's shout, for the last episode of 2016, goes to my puppy. No, I lie. No, he deserves one. this week's shout goes to you, Luke. I give you one a year. And thanks for a good, healthy, loving 2016. Thanks for having me in Sydney. Thanks for all the opportunities I've got to experience with hardware, software, flaccidware, the works. I've enjoyed every last minute of being in your company physically, mentally, and stickily. It's been another productive, successful growth of a year. We've branched out and tried new things and received criticisms and whatever the positive aspect of that is. And we've grown as a unit, we've grown as a couple, but we've grown as a community also, and that's thanks to your 100% ability to uphold the quality of output and your ability to distill confidence in others to explore regions of their personality they never knew they had. BAM! Oh, fucking Tourette's in this bitch. But yeah, from Snoogans, from Weeksy, from Nick, from Chaser, from Ramutha, from Reprimere, and from fucking me, man. Big
Nico.
shout out to you for a successful 2016 and a merry fucking Christmas.
Thanks, man. I appreciate that. Did you say Nico?
Hey? Fuck that guy.
Love you, Nick. Thanks, Red.
I think I may have said it first.
I think you said
Or
it first. Yeah, I think you did. I missed it.
Still, fuck that guy.
Thanks, Red, man. That was really nice of you. It has been an absolute pleasure doing the podcast every week with you. You are always so easy to organise with. You're very accommodating with my horrible schedule sometimes when I'm super busy. And you are always eager, enthusiastic, and ready to go. So you are, like I said, mate, an amazing pleasure to spend time with, to run a podcast, a Facebook page, a YouTube channel, and fucking everything with. So thank you too very much.
Yeah, me. Wicked.
But yeah, bro moment, bro. We need to do some virtual high fives tonight. Play a game with some squats. But that I also extend my thanks and gratitude towards all of the Aussie Gamers Express team, admin, staff for all of their hard work through the year, doing reviews, videos, special guests on podcasts, coming out to field trips out in the areas, to everyone that has supported us in the media side of things as well. There's a couple of names I can rattle off. I apologise for the ones that I'm not going to be able to remember. There's so many of them. Taylor, you know who you are if you're listening. Thank you very much from Sony. We've also got my brain is so hard. Amber King from King Creative as well. Thank you very much for your support over the year and the years preceding as well. There is also David Tipton. He's from Bluemouth Interactive as well. Thank you for his support. He's looked after us this year. There's so many people to name. We'll probably be here forever. Oh yes, go Red. You say
Catherine Bennett, QVS.
Benstead, even.
Benstead. Pat's hook up at Bandai Namco.
Yeah, Stephen
O'Leary, that's the gentleman. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, there's been heaps of people that support what we do here at Aussie Gamers Express, and we love supporting them too because they're really good people to deal with as well. Real cruisy guys and girls.
They're actually humans.
Yeah, they are, and I've met some of them in person as well. It's not just a PR thing where we're emailing or calling or anything like that. Met them in person, and they're just really nice people. And I guess that's the job they're doing, though. You kind of need to be a nice person and somebody that gets along with people really well. Otherwise, you're not going to do real well doing that sort of thing. But yeah, thank you to all of them and also all of the brands that have supported us through the year, like Sony, like Microsoft, Alltech Lansing, Lucid Sound. Can you think?
Ubisoft.
Yeah, Ubisoft have been there. There's so many. Like I said, it's too hard to list everything because there's so many. But Warner Brothers are good to us too. But that's how we work, and they help us bring everything that we bring to the community, and that's essentially the reason why we do it. So our community members, the Aussie Gamers Express members, community members can get information before spending money sometimes, find out what we think about something, how something works, what something's like. That's what we do. And we don't get paid to say the things that we say about things, which means sometimes we do say things aren't very good.
Yeah.
But I think we're pretty fortunate most of the time with a lot of the stuff that we've got. Most of the stuff we get's actually quite good.
Yeah, I'm not going to lie anyway. Not for anyone.
No. Well, we don't have to. I mean, if they offer me a couple of mil, yeah, I'm bullshitting through my teeth for you. I'm sorry. If the developers of Wanda came in and says, here's $1 million, can you tell everyone that Wanda's fantastic? I'll tell you it's Game of the Year.
Yeah.
I can be bought. I will tell you that now. But no one's paying me $1 million to say that game's good. I actually have from PDP. I've got to mention PDP as well.
Yes, definitely.
I've got in my lovely hand right here. Can you guess what it is, Red, from PDP?
No, it'll be a peripheral. Oh, yes, I can. No, I can't.
Is it from PDP? Am I imagining that?
Yes, is it the controller?
I've got a controller. Where is it? There it is.
Is it the PlayStation 4 corded one?
I've got that. I've also I've got the Battlefield 1 controller. Haven't sent it yet.
Oh, don't worry, he's overseas anyway.
Oh, is he?
Yep.
That's all right. He'll get it eventually. I've got to get his address, actually. Brendan Thompson,
Yeah.
the winner of that. I was going to mention that a bit later. But I also have the Revolution Pro controller from Narcon.
That's Bluemouth.
Bluemouth.
Mm-hmm.
That's who's sent it? Who made it, though? Bluemouth don't make it, surely.
No, is that a guy? No, Gaiju? No, not Mad Cat.
Yeah, it's not. This one's not PDP. The Battlefield 1 controller is PDP.
Yep.
I don't know, Narcon is probably who makes it.
Yeah, third party for PlayStation.
But you're right. That is from Bluemouth. David Tipton there. Thank you very much. But yeah, I've got that. It's still in the box. I haven't done the video for it yet. It came in the mail yesterday. But that's something to look forward to over our break. I'm still going to be doing unboxings and things like that, just not the podcast for a few weeks. Yeah, so there's a bit of a Luke 1 shout, I guess.
Yay! It's an age shout.
An age shout. I like it. Anything else, Red, or last words?
Last words, my man.
All right, let's move on to last words. I was going to mention that congratulations to Brendan Thompson, the winner of the Battlefield 1 controller competition. That one is from PDP. And special credit to Ross Mark, because he was the original winner of the controller. If you weren't privy to the live stream where we announced the winner and pulled out Ross Mark's name out of the hat, I got a message from Ross Mark saying, although he's ecstatic to win, he doesn't really find the need to have a controller like that because he's got scuff controllers, etc. So he said, redraw it. I want you to redraw it. And I said to him, are you sure? I said, look, you're the winner, so I'll let you dictate. It's up to you. I will do a redraw if that's what you want. And he was adamant. He said, yeah, man, just do a redraw. I was like, okay, we'll redraw it. You're a legend, and people will love you for it. So well done to Ross Mark. Thank you very much. We redrew the competition, and the winner on that occasion was Brendan Thompson. So congratulations to Brendan Thompson. That will be coming to you very shortly.
Beaver.
Yeah, Beaver. Good old Beaver.
Yeah, as he's affectionately known.
That's right. I also wanted to have a special thanks to everyone that participated in the live stream the other night. That was extremely well received. So that went well. There was a lot of people in there. I gave away a whole bunch of other prizes as well to a few people in the stream. There was quite some good stuff in there. There was a little Adam Jensen big head, little bobble head, doesn't really bobble, but it's a little thing there that got given away. Some Lego Dimensions figurines. There was a couple of t-shirts, all that sort of stuff. So keep an eye out for those things in the future. We'll do as many of them as we can. Give back to the community for being a part of us and making us get to where we are now.
Yes.
What about you, Red? What last words you got, buddy?
A little bit of consideration over the merry moments of later December and early January. If there's not as much content on the Facebook page as you're accustomed to, fucking deal with it. No, just to mention, Red's recap's still going strong every couple of days. If I miss a day here or miss a day there, I'll normally put up a notification, but as you'll be doing, everyone listening and spending some time with your family and having a few drinks and whatnot, so will we.
Yeah.
So
the debate. I'm sure they'll understand.
Yeah, so I was just asking for consideration in advance because it means a lot to me. It means a lot to me that means a lot to us, I should say. But speaking from me, so it means a lot to me that you can rely on the consistency, and you're not just looking forward to something and something's not happening. But there'll still be video content, there'll still be posts and everything like that. But it is the silly season. There's no real games coming out for the next couple of weeks. So other than the ones that you've been promised a review of, there probably won't be too many reviews over the next fortnight. There is Final Fantasy 15 and there is The Last Guardian coming very soon, so keep your eyes peeled for that. You got your unboxings that you just spoke of, Luke, and other than that, a very merry festive time, however you may celebrate it. And if you don't have a special celebration anyway, just get on the piss anyway.
Yeah, just be generally merry.
Just have a good time. So yeah, we're not looking to seclude or alienate here, so it's a merry time of the year for everyone. It's just because we're taking a holiday break for a pagan holiday. We don't expect you to follow suit, but just stay safe, have fun, and keep being legends.
Well said. So if you're wondering when we're going to be back, don't know. We're not sure yet, but if you're going to be part of the Aussie Gamers Express Facebook page, we'll tell you on there. When we know, we'll let you know when we'll be back. But there is going to be some podcasts between now and us coming back. There won't be new content, but it'll be, like I said, the What's That Sound specials. And we've also got something to look forward to that Snoogans and Roy Boy have teased on the page. Go and have a look at the trailer on the YouTube, on our YouTube channel, Aussie Gamers Express. It's going to be
Grumpy old gamers.
Yeah, something like that. But yeah, Roy Boy and Snoogans are going to put together some content over the break as well. So check that out. It'll be good for us to watch too. Some good content.
And if you like that more, then we mightn't fucking come back. So just keep that in mind. Wait till we come back and then hit the like button, because I have got a very sensitive ego.
Oh, poor Red. But I think that brings us to the end of the show. I think we've waffled on, man. Long, nice show there, over 2 hours. That's pretty cool.
I think it's... we may not be the heroes that they need, but we are the heroes they deserve.
I agree. Thanks, everyone. Merry Christmas, if that's what you do. Merry, happy Hanukkah, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Have a safe and wonderful, fun new year. And we'll see you guys in 2017 as usual. And for the last time in this year, 2016, I have been Luke 1.
And I am still red.
Like a newspaper.
Sunburned penguin.
Sunburned penguin?
What's white and red all over? It's a newspaper. No, it's a sunburned penguin.
That's still not as good as the... What do you call the chicken with a piece of lettuce on its head? Chicken Caesar salad.
I got a good dad joke yesterday off an ABC show.
Go on.
Why are pirates called pirates?
Dunno.
Because they just are. Yeah.
Fair enough. Got any more?
Nah. That's about the height of my dad jokes for the week.
I just love that chicken Caesar salad joke.
Yeah. Pearl.
Yeah. It's the best. That killed me when I first heard that. God damn. Oh. What about the joke? 3 guys walk into a bar. Jeez, I thought the fucking second one would have seen it.
Yeah, what's his name? Daredevil walks into a bar and a stool and a pole.
I'll go. An Englishman, an Irishman walk into a bar. An Englishman, an Irishman, and a horse walk into a bar. And the barman puts down the cup that he was cleaning and says, "What is this? A joke or something?"
What a long face.
Well, a bra and a pair of jumper cables or jumper leads walk into a bar, and the barman says, "I'm not serving you." Well, first of all, you're off your tits and you look like you're about to start something.
That's pretty cool.
A bear walks up to the bar and says, "Can I get a gin and tonic?" And the barman goes, "Yeah, no worries, but what's with the big paws?" And he goes, "No, I've had them my whole life. I'm a bear." A guy walks into a bar with a piece of asphalt under his arm. He goes, "I'll have a beer and I'll have one for the road." These are terrible. These are all off the top of my head too. I don't have these written down.
Merry Christmas.
Yes, Merry Christmas, Red. See everyone. That's still recording. That was still recording.
Yeah. Figured.
Still is.
Bye.
There. Oh, sorry about that. The show is over. While you wait for the next show, check out Aussie Gamers Express on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, and everything else that teenagers know how to use better than us. If you want to send us an email, send it to info@aussiegamersexpress.com and check out our website at www.aussiegamersexpress.com. We will be talking at you soon enough on the next episode of the Aussie Gamers Express video game podcast.